G'day, I'm Clive and welcome to part 5 of the Reno house. Did a few hours yesterday on the flooring, so I'll quickly show you that, and I'll also at the same time show you what I need to get done today to continue with the flooring. In last video I showed you where we got the flooring about halfway, so completed all the way down to that wall. So this section now, this room is complete all the way up, apart from the edging, but it just looks so much better. I don't know if you can remember the original brown carpet that wasn't here. It's just lightened the whole place up. Also, this room is technically complete. We've got a couple of trims down here, or pieces of flooring down here, but we've still got to rip out the kickboard so we can fit them. Around here too, so that works out good. So the actual panel that's going to go on here will drop straight on top of that piece of flooring, down there. We've got more kickboard down there that has to come out. And just to see and decide how it's going to be done, we started in the passageway or the hallway that goes to the laundry, the second bathroom and the 3 bedrooms and study. So the owner likes the idea of just keeping it as a one piece now. In the bigger areas, go for the staggered, which is better anyway. Let's go back over here. I really should have done this before we painted it, but I've got to cut 7mm off the bottom of these where the flooring's going, so it just go underneath. That's what the owner wants. So it's going to look a lot cleaner, and that's going to be done the same, excuse the sniffing, with all the doors. There's the bedroom one needs trimming, the theatre room needs to be trimmed at the bottom, them frames. This one down here, we've got the laundry, the second bathroom and the 2 bedrooms which got to be done this morning. Now it's a Sunday morning, so I can't turn any power tools on until 9 AM. And there's a restriction of a maximum of 2 hours. So, seems daft, but yep, 2 hours. So hopefully I'll get all those done in 2 hours. But then on top of that, I'm going to be cutting flooring. So, yeah, each cut, what's that, 5 seconds? So how many cuts have I got there? That's 12 cuts a minute. So I probably had 10 minutes by 120 cuts done. Alright, let's get the angle grinder set up. I've got a bit of scraping of the kitchen floor to do. Get some more glue off. We never got this part done because we had stuff down here, so I've got to scrape that so I can do that before we get any of the machines running. Alright, see you later. G'day, I'm Clive and welcome. Just on my way to the Reno house. It's been a few days since I did any videos. Spent most of the time working on the flooring, and there's only so much of the flooring you can watch. We got all the intricate bits around the kitchen done. Got the owner's fridge put in place. So that's another step forward. A few deliveries of a couple of lounges for his theatre room, for one of his living areas. Done a bit of shopping, a few little bits to help when it comes to building the doors for the kitchen cabinets. Just to help hold them in place and make sure we drill in the right places so we don't damage them. So I'm just going to back into the driveway and I'll see you inside. This is to give you a quick update of what we've got done so far with the flooring. We've got the main area done here, which is like 4 rooms in one. You've got a choice of dining room, games room, family room, living area. All the flooring's done. Just the scotias need to be done, trims, your skirting boards, whatever you want to call them. We've got the pantry, we've taken it all the way through, so it's all one. So again, need some scotia to go in there. We've got the step. Now he's not having a door put back on here, so we've taken the trim off the bottom and we're continuing this all the way to the edge here, and we've got a piece cut ready to finish that off there. So step straight on there, so it's going to be seamless from this point. Let's put that back down there where it's safe, out of the way. Now we've got the kickboards coming down to about here, so that's all done underneath. The same along this side, all ready for when we start on the cabinetry or the doors, the kickboards. There's going to be a double sliding out bin that goes here, so that's going to be converted into a cupboard. And we started down the passageway into the adults' end of the house, let's say. The theatre room, we've got all the flooring. That's his modular recliners, ready for when his TV comes, so you can just chill out in here. Again, we've got none of the scotia done anywhere, apart from around the fridge actually, we've got that done. And then we got to the awkward part. Continue straight, but the wall goes at an angle that way, and the wall goes at an angle that way, going into a doorway, which is today's job. Get this section finished, and then we get into the master bedroom properly. Now we've brought that straight through again, so it's all seamless. Here, these tiles are a little bit higher, so what I've done is put some silicone underneath here, so it's still a little bit flexible. but brought it up level with the tiles in the ensuite. Just got to trim the silicone that's come up here and just tidy that up a little bit. It's going into these actual walk-in robes, both sides. So once we get over this doorway here, it's going to be quite straightforward. They're just 45-degree cuts for over there, and then just run them in all the way down. That's my job for today. Get as much flooring done as possible. I want to make a video for my other channel later on this afternoon. So I need to pull my finger out, get the knee pads on. And what time is it now? So look. Give it a click. Yeah, another 20 minutes and we'll be able to turn the machines on. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, now we've had angle after angle here. Right, this is in the theatre room. That's okay. Came under the door frames to cut the bottoms off, and it's all going to be sealed. Scotia is going all the way around here, so it's allowing the expansion gaps. And then we've got another angle here, and the actual floorboards going that way, so they're not going straight into that. So we've got an angle all the way down, fiddly bits here, more angles, fiddly bits, tiny bit in the corner, fiddly bits around the door, and time to celebrate. That was the last cut with an angle. Whew. So from now on, I'm just thinking through my mind, but from now on, they're just straight cuts at the edges now. So it should be easier to get through these. The amount of time it took by that front door with all those tiny little angles, having to make a little template just to make sure it fitted, getting it in there, moving it all across, putting 2 or 3 down at the same time, and it was a nightmare. But we got it done. So that's another section done. Now that is the passageway done, or the hallway down to the front door. Now, the last room, this end of the house, is the master bedroom. So we've made it probably, what's that, nearly a quarter, no, say 1/5 of the way, because we've got the walk-in robe to do there, walk-in robe to do around there. But like I said, they're just straight cuts from now. Okay, I'll see you later on when I'm probably, hopefully, doing something different. Okay, next job, cut the bottom of these metal door frames, just so we can slide the flooring under there a lot easier. Noisy bit. honest with you, I can't find my chisel anywhere. This is my new chisel now. An old screwdriver. Seen better days. Good morning, back at the Reno. Finished laying all the flooring down. Still got the storage room we haven't touched yet. Well, we started cleared that and ripped some of the carpet up, but the flooring throughout the rest of the house is done. And we started fitting the scotia. And I'll say we because the owner had a little go. Started moving the furniture in. What else have we got done? I'll show you, walk around and show you because we've had lots of deliveries. That looks a little different. He's got one of his lounges in here, his cabinet over there, his table and chairs. The flooring's done, but we've actually fitted the scotia or the trim or the skirting, known as many different names. Coming around the pillar here, and this is where I'll be starting today, from that point, and continue with the scotian all the way around this room to the passageway, up the passageway, into the study, up to this point, and then that means the study is complete because we've got the scotia down there. Is that a spider we have crawling along the board? Let's have a look. Oh no, it's like a little beetle thing. But yeah, we've got the scotia all done in here. So apart from his seat and some pictures up on the walls, that's done. This is bedroom number 4. So this is all done, just need the scotia to go around. Filled some of the holes in the wall where when we was cutting the bottom of the doors off, plaster just came away. But we've still got to do the scotia in here, like I just said. We're not doing the small wardrobes at the moment because we're going to make sure we've got enough scotia to do that, but they've all got flooring in. Bedroom number 3 is done, all the scotia, there's bed in there, bedside cabinets, that's all going to be sorted out. This is bedroom number 2, the storage room. So we're going to the tip over the next few days, so this will all be taken to the tip. A lot of cleaning to do. This wall here is where the shower comes through and where we had the water leak in the shower. So all this paint's got to be cleared off, sanded back and skimmed. So all that horrible mould down there has to be treated. Blind's got to come down, the blind rail's got to come down. Fit all the curtain poles. Well, we won't be fitting the poles, we'll be marking out and drilling the holes ready. Okay, saying the royal we, let's say that is, as in me. So that's all ready. Clear all the floor, get all the grips out of here again, the same as everywhere else. Get rid of the carpet, like I said. Cut the bottom of the doors. I started trimming the bottom of this door here. So just got 2 more cuts to do there to finish that off, and then these 2 here where the actual flooring is going to go straight into the small cupboard here, the small wardrobe. And then once all the holes are filled that need to be filled, that wall skimmed and gone off and nice and smooth, the owner is going to come in and paint this himself. So that'll be painted. Once that's dry, that means you can get the curtains put up because I've pre-drilled all the holes and they'll be pre-fitted. The flooring can go down, the scotia can go down, and that's it. There won't be anything else in here to do apart from bring the beds in or buy some beds, go in here and dress it and make it look nice. Let's carry on down the passageway here. Now, you've seen this bit where we've got the Scotia. Let's move the tripod. Comes around the back there already, so that's finished off with the fridge. We've brought the Scotia all the way down here into his theatre room. That's fitted. He's got his TV stand there ready, his cabinet. Scotia's all the way around. He's brought his theatre recliners in. All that needs to be done in here is a rug, and then get his movie posters framed and put up on the walls. His big new TV he's got. Giant size thing. So that's looking totally decent now. That is a lot better than it was in the beginning. We've done all the 22-degree angles here and the 45-degree angles into the door with the Scotia. His bedroom, that hasn't changed. I think the only thing we have done since last time is we took the door off the shower, the glass door, which is leaning over there on some cushions, so hopefully it doesn't break. We've got drill out some rivets, about 6, 7, 8 rivets to take all the framework apart up here. The rivets come down there, there's 3. There's 3 on this side, and then we should be able to take these glass panels out very carefully, and then we can start ripping the tiles off this and get all that wall sorted out. A bit of a skim on it, probably skim with some render just to make the render decent again, because we've lost a lot of it. It's just still falling away as it dries. So we'll get the render skimmed, then we'll get some skim over the top of that just to smooth it off and fit all the tiles, and then get these glass panels, shower screens all put back in. Oh, and also change that shower to a large shower rain head, large wide one. That's it, all done up to now. So my job is on my hands and knees again, up and down, moving stuff to work around it to get all the Scotia done. And the large seat over there, that round thing that spins, is going to its owner. Not today, but hopefully in the next 3 or 4 days that'll be gone, so this room will be all done. Apart from all the paintings and pictures, as you can see over here. We've got to put all fittings up for him to hang them. And the light fitting's got to be changed. And then the main job, new panels to go on the cabinets, making them. Can't buy any, it's not standard sizes. Replace all the cupboard doors with doors got to make, drawer front's got to be made, side panels got to all be made, the oven surround has to be made, which I'll be doing myself, and then they've all got to be sprayed and then all fitted. But all these doors are not standard doors. That's why we have to make them. So these are all going to be made by myself. There's going to be a new cupboard going in there, and that there is a double pull-out bin. And with the space, we should have room here to put the chemicals or the bags. Might even fit 2 shelves there, one at the bottom and one in the middle for something for higher up. Let's see how it goes. Alright, Scotia time. Once my hands warm up, 8 o'clock, and it's still 5 degrees centigrade here in the morning, that is. Yes, Australia gets cold. Another thing I'll show you what I've brought over today to keep the heat in. My work light, and that means I can have the garage door closed to keep it warmer because of how cold it is. Okay, let's get set up and then I'll get started. Scotia now fitted in the master bedroom. Uneven walls, so I've got to go in there with some coloured silicone and just fill slight little gaps here and there, just so it looks a lot better. It looks pretty good. Go say myself. So with how fine the walls and floors are out, it looks better than a lot. Okay, I'm gonna head home now. Get myself a coffee. I've spent almost 3.5, 4 hours just doing that master bedroom. Up and down, trimming here, different angles, so I deserve the coffee. So I'll call this video a finish for now, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you have, and you're not a subscriber, please go down below and click on the subscribe button. Click on the notification bell next to it and select all, and hit the like button, the thumbs up. And if you are already a subscriber, again, I thank you very much.